Michelle Barone.
And I'm Mark Malone.
And it's time to wake up with Rhinebeck Bank.
Good morning. And you know where we are today? We're at the Dutchess County Fair here in Rhinebeck, New York.
Yes, we are, and it's a beautiful day here at the fair. Coming up next week, can't wait to see all the vendors, right?
It's going to be amazing. You know, I always loved coming to the fair, but before we even talk about that, I have to say, Michelle, you're a little dressed down today.
Listen, I came dressed for the fair. You came in a suit. I don't know.
You know we work for a bank, right?
I do, but I have the Rhinebeck Bank logo on, you know.
I had to bust her chops a little bit about that.
I almost made you wear a cowboy hat, but that wasn't happening.
She was close to making it happen. But anyway, we're here at the Dutchess County Fair, and one of the greatest places to be, especially at the end of the summer. Definitely. You're a little bit upset that summer's over, but you know you have the fair to look forward to.
Absolutely. And you know what my favorite thing to do at the fair is?
What's that?
Besides checking out the cows? Definitely the pig races.
I've actually never been to the pig race. How is that?
It's funny. You got to see. They're actually really slow. They're almost like as slow as turtles. I mean, you'd think they'd be fast, but they're really slow, and it's fun. They have cool names like Brittany's Spare Ribs and things like that. You gotta check it out.
Check out the pig races this year. The first place I'm going to be is at the 4-H milkshake tent, and
that's my favorite
it's
too.
a great place to be. Love eating the food.
I like chocolate shakes.
I'm a strawberry guy, believe it or not.
Like chocolate.
Smallest percentage of the population loves strawberry, but I think they're the best. But anyway, so excited that we have Andy Imperati, the general manager of the Dutchess County Fairgrounds.
Come on,
and I'd love to bring him out.
Yes, thank you so much.
Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us today.
I'm loving the mooing cow in the background. You know, Andy.
Game, please.
Yeah.
And these pictures are absolutely beautiful, and I guess we should start there today. So this is called Ag Venture, and it's a display that you're going to be doing this year.
Yeah, this will be a new ag education display that we're going to do for kids from the age of 3 to 10 years old.
Wow.
And they'll be able to go through with their parents with the help of Dutchess County 4-Hers and FFA members and learn about where their food comes from. There will be places for kids to come in and pick apples off of a wooden apple tree.
Oh, so it's interactive.
Very interactive.
Awesome.
They will be able to milk a cow. We have a demonstration cow where kids can learn how to milk. They'll be able to dig carrots and potatoes out of a sandbox.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they'll collect these products and put them in their basket, and they'll take them and they will sell them to a buyer, just like farmers.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And we hope to teach the kids where these products come from and how they get from the farmer to the grocery store for their parents to buy them.
Most kids, I'm sure, have no idea how that's happening.
That's interesting. You know, I wish they had something like that when I was young, because I really didn't understand. I thought that it just appeared, you know? That's really interesting.
So the kid sells it to the buyer. He'll get fair money for what he sells, and then he'll be able to go into the farm store and buy a half pint of milk, a bag of potato chips, an apple, whatever he chooses.
So there's some money management in there too as well.
So we run the whole gamut and teach them about what farmers do and how it gets to their table.
That's a great exhibit.
fantastic.
Parents, you have to take your kids out and check out the new exhibit.
Check it out. Also, what's new is the Spork Run. I've heard Rhinebeck Bank is a big sponsor.
Yes.
I'm very excited about the Spork Run.
So the Spork Run is something that we came up with over the winter, and for those of you that don't know, a spork is one of those little utensils that looks like a spoon and it's got the little notches on the top, part of a fork. So that's where the name came from, and we encouraged our food vendors to come up with new and exciting foods for the fair for our patrons to try. And we have 90 food vendors at the fair during the week. And I think we have close to 40 entries in this program.
That's unbelievable.
So what you'll see Fair Week is somewhere here in the grounds, probably in front of the administration building on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, there will be a competition where the food vendor will bring his new product, and it will be tasted by someone from the bank, a couple media people, some directors from the fair, and they will be judged. And each day we will pick a winner, and they'll get a sash for their win.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
Cool.
And I heard somebody from the bank is judging. Is that what he said?
You're judging.
I'm judging?
Yes.
Wow, this is very
I know how much you love food.
I do love food.
So those 3 days, they'll compete, and on Friday, we'll take the 3 winners from Tuesday, and we'll crown a grand champion.
Is there tasting Friday as well? Or?
Yes.
There is? Okay.
So on Friday, all the judges from each day will come together, so there could be 15 judges on Friday to pick the grand champion.
Wow.
And they'll get a crown, and they'll have all of their booths around the grounds will have a sign in it saying that they are part of the Spork Award.
That's really cool.
And the other part of that is the fair has an app, and our patrons can come through any gate, download the app for free, and they can do the Spork Run, and they can visit.
Oh, so they get everything that, okay.
Our patrons can
That's an
sample
awesome idea.
everything that the judges can sample.
So now, they can sample all the things the judges can sample. That's pretty cool. So now on the app, they can just download it right in the App Store, Dutchess County Fair?
Yep.
Pretty cool. That's awesome.
absolutely.
There's a lot of things you can do on that app too. I actually downloaded it, and it's pretty fun. A lot of interesting things, facts and things.
Schedule for the day,
Schedules,
what's
yep.
going on at the grandstand, what time the pig races are.
What about some performances coming up?
So our entertainment at the grandstand this year will be on Tuesday night. It'll be Third Eye Blind.
Wow.
That is my kind of music.
That takes me back to my high school days. Third Eye Blind's a
I love
great
Third Eye
band.
Blind.
That's
I'm
exciting.
coming. What night is that?
That's Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. All right.
Wednesday night will be country. It'll be Parmalee and Old Dominion.
Sweet.
So Old Dominion was just at Hunter Mountain at Taste of Country, so they'll be here Fair Week. Thursday night will be Hotel California, which is a tribute band to the Eagles.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Friday night will be the big night, Chase Rice, which is country night. So
Awesome.
we're expecting a big crowd for that.
See,
Those
I'm
are
wearing
some
my,
great performers though to
They
get to
are.
the fair. That's wonderful.
wearing my hat for that for sure.
We're excited.
For Friday night. Can't wait. So, and what else? So, any new vendors? Anything new?
We have some new food vendors this year. One of them is called Sweet Stacks Chimney Cakes. I don't know how to explain it except that it looks like a cannoli, but it's not a hard shell, it's a soft shell. And then they fill that with ice cream and chocolate, and it looks pretty good. I think I might have to try
I was
that.
going to say that sounds.
That sounds amazing.
I wish you had some samples for us.
Yeah, well, you have to wait a couple more weeks.
Yeah, the Spork Run. Don't worry.
52 or 53 more days and we'll be there. We have one of our vendors is going to sell shrimp tacos this year at the fair, which we've never had before, and I'm a big fish taco fan, so
Yeah,
I'll be
me too.
partaking of those. You know?
Definitely.
So
How many people usually attend the fair?
average last year was 396,000 in the 6
Wow.
days, so we average between 350 and 400 every year.
Wow.
That's a lot of people, and they come from all other counties in the area?
All other states, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. We have a big radius.
Wow.
It's wonderful. It's a well-attended fair. And where can people buy tickets?
Our website, DutchessFair.com, and Rhinebeck Bank.
Yeah, some of our
Absolutely.
locations. We're going to have a list of those locations on our Facebook page so that people know where they can purchase. And thank you so much. You know, I'm hearing this mooing. Is there any way I can milk a cow?
Yeah, Michelle really wanted to milk
I
a cow
really
today.
want to milk a cow.
Well, it just so happens that we have what we call a training cow.
Really?
For kids to come and try
Seems
their hand
perfect
at.
for you then.
For kids, all right.
So I'm sure, Michelle, we can help you out with that.
All right, well, let's
Sounds
head
good.
over.
Yeah, let's do it.
She looks real, that's for sure.
She does.
This is Duchess,
Yay.
and she is a unique, one-of-a-kind cow made in Vermont. And we use her to teach kids about agriculture and how to milk, obviously. So some facts about agriculture in New York State. The largest agricultural commodity produced in New York State is milk.
Wow.
And it generates about $2.2 billion annually.
Well, that's a lot of revenue.
Really? I had no idea.
New York is the third largest dairy state in the nation,
Wow.
only behind California and Wisconsin. So even though most people consider New York a big city, we are a very rural state with a lot of agriculture. There's 33,000 approximately farmers in New York State working 7 million acres.
I would have never guessed that we were number 3 in the entire country, though.
So Michelle, I'm going to demonstrate how this works for you so that you can try it. So a cow's udder is where your milk comes from, and she has 4 teats, okay? And basically what you do is you use your hand and you curl your fingers in from the top to the bottom
Okay.
and work the milk to the bottom,
Okay.
So it works just like this.
It's called the teat?
Teat,
Cool.
okay? And that's all there is to it. So I'll let you try.
All right, I'm going to try.
All right, Michelle, give it your best shot here.
Oh, nice job, Michelle, in the first.
Oh, you got to get it in the bucket.
Sorry.
You got to get it in the bucket.
At least I did it.
Great job. Nice job.
At least I did it. That was, man, that takes a lot of power.
Well, let me tell you, there are, excuse me for just a second here, there are 350 squirts of milk in a gallon.
Oh my, that hurt.
That's a lot of good wrist muscles.
Yes.
And when we were talking off camera, Andy, you were saying that the cow can actually control whether or not they release the milk. Is that true?
That is very true. A cow has control over her bodily function, obviously. And if she is uncomfortable with you, she can hold back her milk.
Wow.
Interesting.
Well, you made her feel comfortable, so that's a good thing.
Hey, I did what I could. Thank you, Duchess.
So a lot of kids get to have that first experience of milking a cow, and Duchess obviously makes it very easy for us to do that. We don't have to worry about anybody getting hurt. So she's a great trooper. A real dairy cow will drink between 35 and 50 gallons of water a day.
Oh my gosh.
So your bathtub is what she drinks in a day.
Wow.
But you got to remember, the average cow weighs about 1,500 pounds as well.
So it's a big animal, needs to stay hydrated, I guess.
Wow. I mean, 1 gallon for us is a lot.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
interesting.
So that's
Now, it does hurt. Are there machines that can take this over?
Actually, you know, my father grew up on a dairy when he was a kid, and he had to milk cows before he went to school in the morning and when he came home at night, and they did it all by hand. Today, things are done by machine, and there's even robotic milkers today that a cow knows in a dairy farm that she needs to be milked, and automatically she has a clock, and she will go to the parlor to be milked.
Really?
It's just
Automatic
for them. She'll go, stand in line, wait her turn. Some of the bigger farms have robotic milkers. She'll walk into the stall, she'll stand there, the machine will wash her udder.
Wow.
Hook itself up, milk her, knows when she's given all her milk, take the machine off, clean her udder again, and she
See, that technology to me is amazing,
amazing.
especially as it relates to actually having an animal decide when, you know, the machine's going to start and when it's going to. I mean,
It's pretty impressive. There's not a lot of that here. Maybe in Western New York there might be some of that. Most of our farmers here have parlors, and the cow walks in. That part is still the same. She knows she needs to be milked, and because otherwise her udder gets sore and it hurts. So she goes in. He washes her udder by hand. He puts the milk machine on. He knows when it's time to take the machine off. Takes it off, cleans her udder again, and out she goes back into the barn. So what we're doing this year at the fair is we've hired a company called Moo You Tours. And they will be here for the week of the fair, and they will take patrons on a guided tour of Livestock Hill to teach them about agriculture. And some of the facts that I shared with you here today are what they will talk about. But it'll be broader. It won't be just about dairy. They'll talk about beef. They'll talk about hogs. They'll talk about sheep and goats and rabbits and horses and you name vegetables.
I want to take the tour.
well, it kind of the theme is let's teach people how all the agriculture works in their lives, and I think that's
education. It's all about education. You know, New York is a very large producer of agricultural products. We are the third largest producer of cabbage in the country.
Wow.
Well, that I really wouldn't have guessed.
We are the second largest producer of apples in the United States.
Wow.
So, you know, most people don't realize.
I love my apples though in the fall.
I agree.
Make a lot of pies. It's the only time I ever make them.
Well, so everybody, please come check out the fair this year. A lot of great things happening. Good. Well, thanks again, Andy. We really appreciate you coming on.
So much, Andy.
at the fair.
Yeah, we'll see you at the fair.
Thanks so much.
Very much.
Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us on Wake Up with Rhinebeck Bank. We'll see you next Monday.
See you then.
Bye.